Part 4.
So, Jean-Pierre, thinking as a theoretical observer, I can see and feel the subtleties that emerge from the inner layers of patterns, often over a period of time, which is interesting in terms of collecting art, because what happens in many ways, in many of my own collection, I see different things over a period of time looking at the same art.
Yeah.
So that's very good, because then they have the subtlety. So after first viewing, you know, things change. And there's also the sensitivities and the affinities of objects and figures. And each figure, which is depicted, how should I say, subsumed in their personal context, showing presences which relate to issues of eroticism and relations between individuals. So,
yeah, I will tell you an anecdote. I mean, that's why we met at the Alliance Française in New York, and I had a painting, and a woman from Haiti was sitting in front of my painting for like 2 weeks. And
really?
Yeah, no, man, she stayed like 6 months, but
yeah,
she was on the desk answering the phone.
Oh, I see.
And when she get a phone call, and she was looking at my painting without her left brain, and she seen there were a deer into the painting. So she need to be disconnected in order to get connected to my paintings. You know what I mean? So
elaborate. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Can you explain it more?
Yeah, because if you just want to look at my painting with the left brain, you will not understand anything. There's no. You will see some shapes, some woman, some dicks or some teeth, but you're not going to be connected with the energy. Or in this painting, the deer was looking at her for 2-3 weeks or a month, I don't remember. And when she was in front of the painting all the time, every day.
And suddenly,
9 to 5.
Transformation.
Because she was at the phone.
Yeah.
Understand? She disconnected.
She disconnected from the
so,
sensation.
So that's how you could enter my art, my paintings. It takes time. Maybe it will take you 10 years. I don't give a shit. It's not my problem. No, it's not my problem. But maybe it could take you like a few seconds, and you get into the energy. Who knows?
Yeah, you could get into the energy, but then there's also a shifting and a new manifestation in the perception. So sometimes the energy is a conduit that leads you to more manifestations over a period of time too.
Yeah, it's good. It's like my art is like a game, you know. It's a game with the viewer, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making some proposal. You like it, you don't like it. It's not my problem, but I'm playing with the spectator, of course. Yeah, it's a game. And to tell you the truth, in New York, a lot of people were laughing at my work. Oh, wow, a big dick, or you know. That's the Virgin Mary. I said, no, that's not the Virgin Mary, but maybe her name is Mary. Who knows? You know, I mean, we all have like our own culture. And I'm lucky enough to be, what do you say, I can swim into so many different cultures. That's what makes me special, I guess. I hope so.
This is what I'm talking about, and this is the depth of. You can't even. It's even a simplification to call it depth. It's like the shifting of nebulae and the forms that change. Sometimes you'll see a face. Sometimes you'll see an object. Sometimes it's a cloud form. Sometimes it doesn't have any definition at all. Yeah. But a presence, and then that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
so,
presence.
You know. So that the side of the brain that wants to define something is never, well, it might be successful momentarily, but the thing about art, when art is, you know, when art really is successful, it changes over a period of time. Even if it's the same expression you're looking at. Even a minimalist painting sometimes will change too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
You know,
of course. Yeah.
You think you know what you're looking at, and then you look at it a month later and says, "Oh, I never saw that."
No, like Agnès Martin work,
Yeah.
you know, she's
Yeah.
good. She's great.
Yeah, right. So you also talk about polyphonies in extra European art that occur in primitive art cultures. Can you? How do you relate to that? And this is part of your theoretical writing.
Because first it comes from a lake, because a lake, something don't give me enough energy. You know, we seen a lot of painting yesterday at Courbet Musée, but somehow I'm still empty. It doesn't feed me. I mean, it feed me. The artist Courbet feed me as this experience of painting. He wanted to be a great artist. He wanted to paint women. He wanted to paint trees and all that. I'm impressed by that. But I'm not so impressed by the painting, because the painting is a narrow-minded view of the world, of society. You know, it's like a square. I'm working with square, but I hope I escape from the square mind. You know what I mean? I'm not so crazy about the painting, window painting, we call the window painting.
No.
But that's why I like Pollock, because he get out of the frame. Jackson Pollock.
Yes.
He get out of the frame. He's into the magna, into the universe. You know. Yeah. So it's like confusion. You know.
Yeah.
That's what. And he knew a lot about Navarro artists, Navarro Indian painters, who were drawing on the sand. He painted on the floor also. So me, I'm walking flat also. I'm not painting like this, you know. I'm painting on the ground. I'm grounded when I'm painting. With the four direction, north, south, east, west. It's like a dance. I'm dancing with my painting. Yeah.
Yesterday, how do you say the town?
Ornans.
We went to Ornans, to the Courbet Museum, which was just wonderful. And I'm thinking, what if one of the things that was pointed out a number of times in the narratives was how he kind of rattled the convention of his time.
Exactly. Yeah, because he was painting not mythological scene, because at this time there were a lot of pompier painter. Those are the ones who were painting mythological scene. Yes. Because the problem that's always a problem with the body, a naked body. You cannot paint a naked woman without mythological scene, out of the blue like that. Yeah. You need to have a reference. So Courbet never painted mythological scene. He painted regular woman, his mistress, you know.
Yeah, but he still called it the origin of the world.
Maybe it's been named after that, you know.
Maybe it came later.
Yeah, who knows? Who cares? It's not the problem. No. But anyhow, the world is an origin. Right. That you believe in mythology or not, or religion or not, there is an origin. That's the Bindu point, the Big Bang, cosmic. So you have nothing to do with religion. The starting point of the world have nothing to do with religion. They came 2,000 years ago, so it doesn't mean anything for anybody. So it was really about painting farmers and painting women who were bathing in the Lou or river. They were swimming in the Lou river. Just painted his reality. Yeah, that was. And they were not beautiful, as we say. Art should be beautiful. That where is really important. You know, you get out of the idea of beauty.
That, It was a presence, but it was not necessarily beautiful.
Beauty is always connected to a culture, to a milieu, like a bourgeois culture, or you know, it's not out of the blue. Beauty doesn't exist by itself. It's always a concept.
Yes.
What you think beautiful, people would say it's ugly. You could say no, but that is not universal.
it's how we, even on a level of how we perceive another person.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes you say, oh, she's beautiful, and someone says, wow.
No, so it's really
doesn't
personal.
Mean the same to another person. So it's subjective.
Subjective, of course. And but to get back to your question, I'm really interested in primitive art, quote. You see here there's a lot of masks from Mexico, because they're talking about the connection between human and animals. They're talking about this connection, about the spirits. We all are living with spirits around us. Not anymore, because we kill everything. Now Earth is getting killed, and all the natural energy are gone almost. You know, that's why I wrote the text Bartleby by, because last summer I used to go canoeing every other weekend when I visit my mom in Morteau, and there's a place called Bassin du Doubs, that's the waterfall after Saut du Doubs. Courbet painted, there's a painting of him at the museum, and it's beautiful. But last year there was no water from July to end of October.
It dried up completely.
Yeah, completely. It was like a ruisseau, small stream, nothing. And this is thousands of square cubic meter water which disappeared last year. So you end up in front of that, say, what the fuck? I mean, there's this shaman, Black Elk, and he wrote in an interview, he was talking about that the sacred tree has disappeared, because the sacred tree is where you can talk to the spirits, the four direction.
Yeah.
But if the tribes disappear, the tree disappear, and you left alone, you cannot connect with anybody, with the dead people neither. You cannot talk to it. You're alone, all alone. I think maybe that's the time in history of humanity where we are the most alone. Maybe we're connected to net, but we get disconnected to family, to friends.
Right.
Why? Because we're doing business. It's just we fucked. Maybe we fucked. I think. Yeah. With money, with just we cannot. We're going to have serious problem to survive as a human, as mankind. Yeah, I believe so.
This is the dilemma we're in. So I think there's some a question. My next question is related to that point.
Oh,
Or you
okay.
wanna-
Oh, we're going to start. Yeah.